Hello friends, and welcome to Star Wars Galaxies Emulator POI Hunter Dathomir Edition. So, here's what we got. We're kind of scattered all over the planet, but this is our goal. What we're going to do is first we're going to go to the Tarpits, then we're going to come back to the outpost, and then we're going to go hit these, and then these, and then this, and then straight to the trade post, and then back. And we're going to hit the shuttle as quick as possible, because if we're diseased, we want to get that cleaned up as soon as possible. So, I don't know if you guys want to see a trip around Dathomir. Seemed to work okay when I did it on Yavin. Actually, I might do it because Dathomir is a rather interesting planet. But we'll go to the Tarpits. And then I think the distance between here and here is shorter than here and here, so we'll probably catch shuttle to the trade outpost and go down and over. And then we gotta come all the way back to the trade outpost, go all the way down. Or, actually that's what we'll do. We're gonna go outpost down to here, go all the way up to here, 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 here. So we'll make a complete crisscross across the entire planet. And you guys will be able to see everything you need to see, including all of the fun things, because I'm pretty sure along here is where all the Rancor are, and I'm pretty sure there's a boatload of them up here. At least there used to be. Anyway, off we go to the Tarpits in hyperspeed. Dathomir is a very dark place. So, anyway, here we go. Okay, so we are about 250 meters from what is proposed as the waypoint. I don't know how that's going to work out for us, because I've heard varying things about where it is. So we're going to go to where it tells us to go. That did not get it, so let's go to where it thinks it is. Alright, so we got it right where the POI target puts it. So that is the Tarpits down. Our next target is all the way up here, the down ship. So we're going to see some serious fast forward here. Alright, here we go. Okay, welcome back. So, like last time, on live, the downed ship is pretty well surrounded by purbles. So, this one's going to take a little combat. So, let's store our bike. And let's rock and roll some purbles. These die fast, so they're not very hard. But on live, they used to surround the down ship and the escape pod. So just be aware. Sometimes you can draw them off. And we're just going to run over, and the rain does not make it easy. Can we get there? Alright, our waypoint did not put us in the right direction. So we're just going to pull all the purballs and run. And that's that. And they don't have anything on them. There's our waypoint and nothing. So these guys die pretty fast. They're not hard. But they do poison you. So just be aware of that. We got one guy. Why are we wasting so much time on fan-shotting him? Alright, let's go down here. Okay, so you gotta come down around here by the ship itself. So just be aware of that. So you will have to fight some stuff. Now let's get out of here. And I will stop this in a sec as soon as it's safe, because I'm going to probably aggro these guys on the way out. I didn't. Alright, anyway. Let's head to the Lesser Misty Falls. It's 2 kilometers away. I could talk about Dathomir a little bit while we're on our way there. It's pretty quick. Basically the trick on Dathomir is to balance this box by the aggressives. So you see a group of aggressives on your overhead, and you just have to angle yourself through, keeping them on the edges, and you'll get groups of 2. So try to balance so you go in the middle of them, so no dots appear inside, just the arrows on the outside, like this one. Just kind of just angle your way through it and keep. Whoop, nope, they got inside. But it didn't matter, they didn't see us. And with these, we want to keep the reds on the outside. So here's our ship, here's us, here's the reds. Arrows on the outside. No aggro. And it'll make your trip through way easier. So we're going to knock out the Lesser and Greater Misty Falls probably pretty quick. And then we have quite the little trip ahead of us. So we'll pause for that one. But Got some Rancor. Those are just basic Rancor. And you can see even the basic Rancor have some pretty severe resists. The frenzied mutant ones, even more so. There's an enraged one. Oops. Let's take a look at him. They're resistant to just about everything. 100% resistance to electric, heat, and cold, so keep that in mind with light armor. So they only have light armor, so you really don't have to worry about it. And there is a Muglock. One of the more annoying pets to call out in the cantina for sure. And this valley, if I'm not mistaken, usually runs along and it has tons of Rancor and Night Sisters in it. At least it used to on live. I knew this place pretty well on live. Here it's a little different. Not much, but the creature spawns are a little stranger here. Some more Rancor. There's a lot of Rancor. Alright, Lesser Misty Falls. So here's the falls. And we're just gonna... Bam! Right there on this rock. That's where you get it. So we're gonna tag that is done. And now we're going to go to Greater Misty Falls, which is just over here. If it wasn't raining, yeah, right, like on Dathomir, it's not going to be raining. Young Basnich, not a real threat, but we'll go around them because I don't want to interrupt myself. So we'll hit the Greater Misty Falls here. Can't even see our waypoint because of the rain, but you can see the falls. So this is more of an observation waypoint where you're observing the falls instead of actually being in them. Looks like we were close. We're about the middle of the falls. So if you go up here and you don't get it, just go down a little bit and you'll see it right there. But that's where it pointed us. So we're going to tag this one as done. And now we're going to go to the escape pod over here. And then the Imperial Prison. So we're going to drive all the way over here. We're going to do that in fast motion. So enjoy the ride. Okay, and here we are. And apparently there's something guarding the escape pod. It is a Night Sister slave, it looks like. So we are going down here, and we will park our speeder. Oh, we got it right there. So we didn't even have to go over there. So that's cool. We got it in this triad of trees right here. So probably anywhere in this cove we'll get it for you. Our next target is the Imperial Prison. And since this is an interesting run-up, I'm just going to go ahead and do this while we drive over and do it in real time. So this has been an interesting little trip. As far as I know, and if I remember correctly, the crashed escape pod is Yoda's escape pod from when he crashed on Dathomir. I don't know if that's true or not, or if I'm remembering incorrectly, but that's what strikes my memory as being the case. Now, I also remember the Imperial Prison being interesting, so we're probably going to do a little tour of the Imperial Prison. And one little trick, if you don't want to have to go all the way to the bottom of something, a gully like this, you can play a little parkour on it and hit the sides and stay high and not have to go all the way down and all the way back up. Alright, this is getting interesting here. I think those are Roquii. Because the key here is, if you get stuck climbing, you are going extremely slow. So the trick to getting around Dathomir without having any problem is to stay up on the upper part if you want to get going. Spiders. So here you would just shoot across to that ledge. Probe droids. So obviously we're getting close. So there's a whole line of them going around. And there's a ATST right there. And this is the Imperial Prison. And this is where they keep the most dangerous prisoners. So we have Singing Mountain Clan outcasts. And all kinds of people. Stormtrooper snipers. Medics. Okay, so it's right by the door. If you're a rebel, you're going to have a real problem getting this. Prisoner, prisoner, prisoner. Force-sensitive renegade. There's a lot of guys in there you don't want to mess with. This is the hardened criminals in here. I am pretty sure, if I remember right, in this particular part of the time frame, Admiral Akbar is being held over here, if I'm not mistaken. It's hard to tell with all the white, because all of the factionals show up as white for me. But I'm pretty sure in this part of the time frame, Admiral Akbar is being held here on Dathomir. Could be wrong about that too. I haven't looked into the EU in this part of the time frame in a long time. Anyway, that is the Imperial Prison, and now let's go get diseased. Alright, so we're about 238 meters from the target, and we are pretty well surrounded by Brachysets and Ancient Rancor. So we're going to try to go around this way. This is going to be tight. And then well, it looks like there's stuff right near the right near the Sarlacc. So we're gonna have to buzz it. Bunch of Rancor. Alright, there is the Sarlacc. And we are diseased. Now let's get out of here. And I will stop this as soon as it's safe, but oh my lord, there's a lot of red stuff. Anyway, that is Dathomir. And now, the only POI I think we're missing is the Tuscan Fort. However, just be aware that even though the Sarlacc seems like it would be the easiest one, apparently it is a home for horrible, horrible creatures. So, don't underestimate how bad those can mess you up. If you have to, just buzz through there as fast as you can. Try to avoid as much as possible. Hit the waypoint. It is right where the POI said it was. And then get the heck out of there as quick as possible. But that wraps up the POI series. And barring the Purbles, which we may not have had to fight if we stayed on our bike and just ran through, we probably could have done this with 0 combat. So now we're going to head back to the trade outpost, which is the outpost in the north section here, and catch a shuttle to try to find a doctor to cure our space disease. Our space transmitted disease. And I am very excited to have wrapped up the POI series. This one doesn't seem as severe as the Sarlacc on Tatooine. Now, while you're at Dathomir, the biggest problem is these tree stumps, these fallen stumps. They're hard to see. Sometimes you'll get hung up on them and won't realize what you're hung up on. So when you're avoiding things, just be careful of them, because they will cause you some grief. But yeah, that's it. Anyway, If you are, sorry, I'm trying to focus on not getting killed. If you enjoy the series, then definitely subscribe to the channel. If you like this particular video, then click the like button. If you have a comment or want to see something different, let me know. We've done all the POIs now except for one, and we will go back and revisit that one and get that finished once we have enough skill. But there's the base, relative safety, and then we can end the video at the base, so that's cool. And catch the shuttle back to civilization. So now you've seen them all. And the bad part about it is I would just die to cure the poison or the disease, but the problem is I'm carrying too much stuff. So you need to find a doctor, and we'll do that. But anyway, thank you for watching the POI Hunter series. This wraps it up, so should be good to go. This should get you all the badges. We'll hit that Tuscan one. So I think that's all we got left. We'll revisit it later. And maybe by the time that we catch up with this series, we'll be able to do that one with enough food. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll check you guys later. See ya.